Part 3.
Enemy activity nearby. We got a grunt all by his lonesome. In the bunker.
The drone is up. Sniper up in the tower. Sniper, top of the tower. Okay, this is the Unidad firebase. We're looking for the captain who's in contact with Yuri and Polito. We need the target alive.
Roger that. Go on. Yo, eyes on the grunt.
Where you got him?
Over there, in the bunker. Get back before they make you. Down. They're gonna see you.
Hecho nada. Espérenos, por favor, se nos caemos. En mí tiene un hermano. Gracias por esto. Al lado de esos charros van a traerlo. Salvados por un extranjero. Gracias. Todos son unos hijueputas.
No veo nada, pero sigan alerta.
We got Unidad and rebels throwing lead. We rattled somebody's cage.
¿En qué dirección se fueron?
Sniper, get the fuck down. Opening fire.
reason to waste rounds.
Coopere todo saldrá
What the hell
bien.
is this?
How's it going, fuckstick?
Mierda. You may as well kill me now. I'm not talking, carajo.
Well, that's your choice. But with a pair of sick fucks like Yuri and Polito, one day that might be you hanging from their ceiling. You can't trust them. It would be a relief if I took them out of your life.
Look, I'm not a snitch, but let's just say, yeah, they freak me out. The thing is, they're not even in Itaqua.
So call them back to Itaqua. Tell them you've got a package ready.
Oye, Polito. I got a lamb ready for delivery. Un borrego. Vale.
Okay, let's focus on the mission. How's it going, fuckstick?
I think that's all of them.
And we're gonna take this copter.
Sure are a lot of lights. Now that a couple are heading back to Itaqua, all we need to do is find out exactly where the hell they're gonna be. We need to head standing down. We're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Ready? Open fire.
Copy. We're trying to escape in the truck. Watch the truck. We need what's in it. Ready. Call the shot.
Get ready.
Opening
Fire.
Roger. Oh shit, we've been spotted. Shit. Let's go ahead and loot the truck. We're clear. Watch the truck, man. We need the shit that's... We got them all. Let's check the truck for any loot we might need. Grenade, move.
Motherfucker. Truck.
Escort car's been destroyed. We're good. Let's loot the truck, see if there are any supplies.
Combo truck secure. We'll send the location of the radio gear to the rebels.
They already tagged before exploding.
got us targeted. Looks like more Sicarios. Watch the checkpoint. Get to cover.
I didn't even fucking see him on the goddamn desk.
Thanks.
Sniper. Hostiles near the HQ building. That came from near the HQ building.
Bowman, this is Nomad. We're on the ground in Okoro. What have you got for us?
Okoro is the heart of cocaine production in Bolivia. The network there was built by El Yayo and predates Santa Blanca by more than a decade. When El Yayo joined the cartel and became the boss of production, he handed Okoro off to his grandson, who goes by the name El Emisario.
The emissary.
He spends most of his time outside the province, rubbing shoulders with politicians.
Hold on.
Fuck! Sniper! Taking a shot. Take cover.
Shitballs.
Sniper, get down! Shit, we got a sniper! Sniper, get the fuck down!
Who's up for plugging a rebel radio station back in? Got the location of a dead one right here.
Shit, they're headed this way. What should we do?
keep hearing those supply choppers overhead. With this info, we can find and grab one of them for the rebels.
What did that some fucking reinforcements?
Open fire.
Copy.
Back, Bowman.
What happened? Wait, you know what? Never mind. When El Yayo joined the cartel and became the boss of production, he handed Okoro off to his grandson, who goes by the name El Emisario.
The emissary.
He spends most of his time outside the province, rubbing shoulders with politicians in Sucre and greasing the wheels for the cartel. It's not really his job, but the guy's something of a charmer, and he figures this is the best way to make his grandfather proud. El Yayo lets it slide so long as Okoro continues to produce. Fact is, the network is so well established that it pretty much runs itself. El Emisario's assistant handles the rest. Get in there, gather intel on Okoro's production sites, and start fucking things up. That'll put pressure on El Emisario to come back to Okoro and get things back on track before Granddad finds out. When that happens, we grab him and use him to get to El Yayo.
Getting an upload from Bowman. Looks like she's got some intel on El Emisario.
Hang back before they spawn.
You all know El Yayo, highest-ranking Bolivian in the Santa Blanca cartel, and their head of cocaine production. But you may not know his grandson, Gonzalo Llana, aka El Emisario, the emissary. Yayo taught Emisario everything he knows. How to produce the best polvo in all of South America, how to maintain relationships with the local Bolivians, and most importantly, how to serve your Santa Blanca masters. Emisario looks up to Yayo, would do anything to honor him, to make him proud. Which is exactly what makes El Emisario the perfect target. His greatest fear is shaming his grandfather. If we hit his coke operation in Okoro, he'll come running back to fix things. That's when we grab him. With a little luck, he'll give us everything we need to know about dear old Grandpa.
We got a Sicario, close to the dump.
Nice. Familiarize yourself. Wait.
No, take cover. Gage. Shit, they spotted us.
Familiarize yourselves with Bowman's briefing on Sant. Hold up. Took you so long. Familiarize yourselves with Bowman's briefing on Santa Blanca's coke production pipeline.
People at the top are El Yayo and La Gringa. Yayo's Bolivian, an ex-cocalero turned cocaine producer. Gringa seems to be a disgraced chemist. She used to work for an NGO here in Bolivia before joining up with the cartel.
El Yayo was born amidst the Bolivian coca. His mother carried him on her back until he was old enough to go to work for himself. For decades, Yayo picked the leaves, fingers blistered, back aching, feet bleeding. But never, in all that time, did he once extract the alkaloids to make cocaine. To Yayo, the coca leaf was an ancient tradition, going back 8,000 years. A medicine, a culture, una planta sagrada. Of course, the Americanos had a different opinion. They called it Plan Dignidad, the dignity plan. Although Yayo was no more than a farmer, un cocalero, his world was left in ruins. With no other means available, he was forced to do the one thing that he vowed never to do. He was forced to produce cocaine. In the end, the Americans' efforts to stop cocaine production created one of the greatest cocaine producers to ever live.
The Santa Blanca cocaine production pipeline, led by El Yayo. It all starts in the fields with the harvesting of the Erythroxylum novogranitens, aka the coca plant. Of the 200 known species of Erythroxylum, only 2 contain usable levels of cocaine, so you have to know what you're planting. El Yayo knows what he's planting. First, his people strip the leaves off the plant. Then the leaves are dried, finally chopped, and sent to the lab. That's where this chick comes in. La Gringa here is an American chemist with Mensa-level IQ and sub-zero morality numbers. They take the chopped leaves, dust them with lime. That's right, lime. Then pour diesel fuel all over them. Stir for 3 days. You can use a washing machine or a cement mixer, but Santa Blanca does it by hand. Then, they mix all this shit with sulfuric acid, a dash of caustic soda, and bam, cocaine paste. You dry it, chuck in more acid, and pretty soon you got powder. But now you have to purify it because no one wants to snort yellow powder. It's gross. So, a little more acid, some potassium permanganate, pyrolusite. Hungry yet? Filter it with ammonia and beautiful, pure white cocaine. But everyone knows how to do this, right? What makes Santa Blanca so special? What makes SB a brand? Because they figured it out. How to mass produce a custom product. Plant genetics, logistics, mechanization, State-of-the-art labs, reduction of redundancies, quality control, purity of chemicals, and, of course, the secret sauce. They're geniuses. They've taken coke production into the 22nd century. What Henry Ford did for the factory, they've done for the lab. They're innovators, they're pioneers, they're SB.
I'm gonna end the video here. It's getting pretty late. Good night, everybody.